Is it this one? It looks like it's this one. Okay, well, for some reason, it switched where my mic was. That is super annoying, but that's okay. It's all working now. What a bumpy start. Okay. Good morning. We are doing some more Reg F practice since the Toronto Regional is coming up. I've been really trying to nail down a team to play, and I think I might have found the team I'm going to play. It's probably not the exact set or items or EVs, IVs that I plan on playing for the event. However, it's going to be pretty close. Let's see, how far out do we want this? There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'll zoom in. Perfect. Okay. So, this team has definitely gained some popularity recently. It's a Ting-Lu team that's a little bit more offensive, I would say. Galarian Zapdos has a really good matchup into things like Urshifu and Amoonguss that are kind of issues otherwise. I'm not sure. Amoonguss still seems to be kind of an issue. We have a hard time with Terra Water Amoonguss. Sinistra does some work with that, but it's just not quite good enough, I guess. Yeah. We have a pretty standard, or standard now, I guess, Chien-Pao Dragonite with Loaded Dice and Inner Focus. And then pretty stock Chien-Pao. Max with some defense to survive surging. And this Gouging Fire pretty much kills like no investment Flutter Mains and with Heat Crash. But outside of that, it's just like a bulky, supportive kind of guy. He's a real supportive kind of guy, you know? But yeah, so this is probably roughly the composition I'm going to play. There was a team recently that replaced one of the Mons with a Cornerstone Orgapon, which seems good. But yeah, I'm not sure what thing I want to play. I really like the Ting-Lu from like the Ting-Lu Dozo teams. However, I hate missing moves more than anything in the world. So we cut this team doesn't have Sand Tomb. And we're just playing, like I said, a little bit more offensive. With some points in attack. And we're Terra Poison Clearam, which means that we can not take super from Fluttermane or Urshifu. Yeah. Relatively just a bulkier team. Takes some hits. Deals a lot of damage. Chips a lot. The Galarian Zapdos just OHKOs everything. It's ridiculous. Let's jump into some games. I do wish we had maybe goggles on something, or I don't know, some way to make Amoonguss less of a problem. But that's okay. So we're playing on Scarf Urshi for Rig with Hyper Voice and Psychic. A little Rain Dance Taunt Cloak Torn. Cloak Torn is incredibly bad into Chen Pao, but they do get to set up Tailwind. They have their own Chen Pao, which is stock. Aviarilla, which is also pretty stock. Woodhammer could be a problem. And the Throat Spray is on the Blood Moon Ursaluna. Okay. Well, Chen Pao seems incredible in this matchup. I like if we lead Chen Pao Tinglu and we can bring our own way to reverse Trick Room. Maybe we should lead Tinglu Zapdos with Chen Pao Sinistcha. Yeah, okay. Thought they might Palindrome, that's funny. Thought they might lead something like this. I like the idea of removing this. It's the worst thing they can do. Hyper Voice. I think I'm just fine with that. Put a bunch of damage on it. Pray Throat Chop kills. Oh, that's tragic. Ooh, and they got a Hyper Voice off. Okay. Let's just Throat Chop the bear. What if they Blood Moon? Well, let's hope it doesn't kill, I guess. Okay, perfect. Okay, no more Hyper Voice. We can protect. Are they gonna expect us to protect and Trick Room? And if so, is it then worth attacking? I do like attacking. Maybe... yeah, we'll just protect Trick Room and see what happens. Okay, they did go into the Sinistcha. That makes sense. Unfortunate, but checks out. This is kind of an awkward spot now. Yep. Hyper Voice probably kills Zapdos. I have one more turn of Trick Room. Grassy Glide goes first. Get a little Sucker Punch. We definitely just lost because we can't beat all of this. That was dumb, but nice. Yeah. They can just Blood Moon us. It, like, we can't beat the Rillaboom here, let alone this big idiot just gets to Earth Power us. Okay. So we didn't kill Ferrig even though we doubled it. And they also attacked, which is interesting. Makes sense if they think we're gonna double it. I think we're actually just bringing the same mons and we're just gonna play it differently. Okay, cool. I do love that this is how they decided to lead. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Are they gonna Rain Dance? Tailwind. Okay. We soak that, it's fine. But now our Zapdos doesn't kill because they Terra Watered. But can put in Sinistra. And Rage Powder plus, we will just Terra Blast this again. Yep, hard swap makes sense. Taunt also makes sense, unfortunately. Okay, let's see if this burns. No burn on either, huh? Yep. Makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Do we get a burn? No? Of course not. Of course not. Yep, that's fine. I'm actually gonna protect, even though Urshifu can still attack in. Oh, wow. What a strange play. Okay, we'll just trade. That's fine. Pretty happy with that trade. They have their own Chenpao. Mine is Adamant, so we're pretty likely not going to win any speed ties. But it also doesn't do very much. Oh. Okay, they didn't Sucker Punch. This is fine. This should put us in like a pretty comfortable position. And Icicle Crash missed. Icicle Crash hit but didn't flinch, and we killed their Chenpao. Okay, cool. I doubt they would have won if they Sucker Punched, so... Okay. So that time they led Torn Ursh and got pranked. I could see them doing the same thing. Torn Ursaluna, that's totally fine. Weaken their Spatak. Here we're going to close combat that. And I'm actually just going to switch in the Chenpao. Terra Grass. Fair enough. Bleak Wind. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we lost. We just immediately lost. That was so unfortunate. Wow. Wow, yeah, that was really unfortunate. We actually just lost on turn 1. Yep, I've been taunted. Yeah, that was really tragic. Yep. Doesn't even kill, because we have our Tinglu in play. Okay. Throw Chop. This is a silly, bad play, but... Oh my god. They just fucking called me out. That's insane. Alright. Well, here's the problem. Oh my god. Yeah, we can just concede. It was over. That was unbelievable. Hello, good morning. Hopefully my mic is working. It was kind of being a butthead already, so... As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. Who are we playing against? They have a loaded dice Baxcalibur? Oh my gosh. They're out here trying to get me. Perfect. That's all that I care about. Because it was being kind of a butthead for some reason this morning. Specs Flutter, Ogerpon Wellspring, Landorus. Okay, well, two of these mons really don't want to see my Chen Pao. Specs Flutter's kind of annoying. I think I'm just gonna lead these two. And that way if they bring the Landorus, which I would assume they will, we're fine. And let's bring the Gouging Fire and let's bring the Zapdos. I like that. I think this way we have a backup plan for the Ogerpon. They like Gouging Fire Baxcalibur. That's fine. Is that fine? Let's hope so, huh? We can EQ. It's gonna be faster. They're both gonna be faster, huh? Interesting. Maybe we'll Terra EQ? No, I'd rather have the stab. We'll just protect. Yeah, okay. Burning Bulwark is fine. Guessing that they... Oh, interesting. Cool, they did nothing. That was a nothing turn. Alright, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. We'll Terra Poison this time. And I think I will just Sucker Punch the backs. Is that right? I kind of want to preserve my Sash, but there's no good way to do that. They have high horsepower. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I thought they might Terra Ground, but that's okay. We got a little Sucker Punch in. And they're going after my Chen Pao. That's good. I'm actually so fine with what happened. They probably brought Landorus if they wanted to remove my Chen Pao. Put in my own Gouging Fire. We are both Proto Speed, so it's going to be a speed tie, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. I'm just going to Terra Blast this and get a little Breaking Swipe going. Nice. Okay. Unlucky. But honestly, it's okay. So, now we get to Terra Blast this plus Heat Crash. They can't protect because they're Specs. And Moonblast? Specs Moonblast shouldn't kill. We lived at 1%. That's so tragic. Specs Moonblast. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, Fluttermane. Okay, cool. So that was good. I knew they had Landorus. Now Earth Power is super into Tinglu, which is really annoying. I'm gonna put in Zapdos for the Tinglu. And I think we just want to Breaking Swipe. We'll drop the attack of the Gouging Fire. That's fine. I think they probably Earth Power. Oh, they subbed. Oh, okay. Well, it's not ideal. But so we're faster and we have boosted attack. I don't think it'll kill though. And they just protect. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That makes sense. They want to see what I was going to lock into. Ooh, Heat Crash. Okay. That's good. Earth Power doesn't kill. Again, because we have Tinglu in play. Although now we lose this because they just Heat Crash. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. Game 2. So they did prioritize the Chen Pao because they brought Landorus, which makes a lot of sense. I think I like leading Gouging Fire Tinglu. And then we will have the Chen Pao and the Zapdos in the back. The Zapdos is really only going to be good if they bring Gambit or Ogerpon. We could just bring Sinistcha. I like that. Yeah, okay. It's fine. We can reset our Sash too if we have to. Okay. So, let's see. If we Burning plus EQ, they're probably just going to double protect. But I think that's fine. Next turn we can Howl plus EQ. Yeah, I could see them just double protecting. Oh, but then if I Howl, they're kind of cooked, right? Let's just do that. Let's Howl, and we're just going to Terra Blast this in case they Terrasilize. And if they just double protect, then we get a free Howl, which is powerful. Protect, Howl, they attacked. Okay, they conceded on turn 1. Nice. Good meme. Okay. That's very funny. One of us howled and one of us didn't, so they conceded. Okay. Well, we're gonna lead the same things and bring the same things, and we will see. Yeah. It'll all work out. It's all good. All good. Yeah. This turn 1. If they lead the same thing, we're doing the same thing. We're at least clicking Howl. Okay. Taking their time, huh? Taking their time. That's okay. Can look over their team sheet more. Okay, they just conceded. Makes sense. Team is too busted. Let's see what we're playing against here. Oh god. Regigigas? That's not a real Pokemon. Weezing, Lorb, Regigigas. Okay. Terra Grass Weezing with Taunt, Wisp, Sludge Bomb, Protect, Ability Shield, Incineroar, AV, Iron Hands, nothing too shocking there. Okay. Ogerpon with Horn Leech instead of Wood Hammer, and just a Specs Flutter. Okay, cool. Well, I don't love that they could lead Gigas plus Weezing, but I do love that we have Zapdos, so let's do that. We'll just bring those far. I think this makes sense. If they lead Gigas Weezing, we have Galarian Zapdos to punch the Regigigas really, really hard. If they lead anything else, the Zapdos is just good to it. Also, I don't know what that move is on Incineroar, but it is interesting. Yep. They could fake out. We do have Ghost Terror if we want. Is that going to come back to bite us? Body Slam, Knockoff, Drain Punch. Probably. Okay. Well, I think what we'll do then is coaching the Tinglu and just protect. If they want to fake out the Zapdos, I don't actually care. And they're wisping it? Yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna coaching and EQ. Start putting out a bunch of damage. Yep, I got a little burnt and they parting shotted. Into what? What wants to soak this EQ? Yep, makes sense. That's actually a pretty good one. Okay. So let's do it again. I'm just gonna try and remove the Ogre Pawn here. We get nice and boosted. Oh, they could... Well, I think we're faster, though. So now if they want to taunt... Yeah, okay. Sludge Bomb. Yep, that's fine. Me too. Okay, and we're still faster, so... I don't actually care if the Zapdos dies at this point. It is done enough. Okay. So we know they have an Incineroar. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't actually do anything. Get that coaching boost. Now they taunt. Okay. Okay. Vessel of Ruin is active. So their Spitax do less. If they want to bring back in the Ogre Pawn, that's fine. Can put in our Sinistra and just protect here. Remove our very useless Zapdos. Rather not struggle. Yep, they Terra Water, they're Helping Handing, they're gonna Ivy Cudgel. Yeah. Yep, makes sense. Okay, well, now we can just Rage Powder Earthquake. Okay, remove those two. And they only have one Mon left. Who is it? Iron Hands. Iron Hands does not love to see an earthquake coming. And if we burn, that would be great, but we did not. Rage Powder Earthquake. Okay. And we'll put in our Chin Pow, which now can just Sucker Punch this to death. And it does not have Protect, so they're clicking a move that attacks. Okay. That's pretty annoying. They burnt both of our idiots immediately. But that's okay. Ain't no big deal. La Punch. Cool. So they led Ensign, Wheezing. They brought the middle 4. Our lead is still just good, regardless of what they bring. Sinistra's powerful, and we could have Gouging Fire instead, but I actually think that's worse. Yeah, I think that's worse still. Okay. And same leads. Beautiful. So, EQ. What if we Terra Ghost? Would that be funny? That would be kind of funny, right? Oh, they faked out the Tinglu. Alright, they called it. That's pretty tragic. But it's okay, because we'll put our Sinistra in play, heal up our Tinglu, get a little Protect on. I assume that was what they're gonna do, and they parting shot the Sinistra. That's fine, because now what we can do... Fluttermane, yeah, okay. Oh, You know what, that's actually still okay. We can just Rage Powder. Yeah. We'll just Rage Powder and EQ. Dazzle is... Ugh. Dazzle is rough. But that's okay. EQ did a lot. Okay. If we Protect and Trick Room, they're just going to click Dazzle again, but I'm super fine with losing Sinistra here. Because now we can put in Zapdos and EQ plus Brave Bird. Yep, makes sense. Give a little bonk. They Wisp, that's totally okay. That still is gonna do roughly 1 million. Vessel of Ruin is now active. You know they have the Flutter. And Iron Hands, okay. So... if we put in the Chanpao... Yep. Oh, wow. Because it's electric. Okay. Okay. Put in our Tinglu. Let's... Woof. Okay. We lost game 2. We really gotta save our Terra for our Tinglu. What if we lead Sinistra Tinglu? We bring Chanpao and Zapdos. Yeah. Yeah, I still like this. I think it makes sense. They have the same lead. Totally fine. Trick Room. Okay. So we can't Trick Room, that's fine. What are you putting in? What are you putting in? It's pretty fast in Cineroar, also. Okay. That's so fine. Okay, well, here's what we want to do. So we're just going to matcha gotcha, put some damage on, and we soak any attack Fluttermane can do into... Yeah, okay, perfect. That's so fine. Okay, connect to Wisp. That's alright. Because we can now put in our Chen Pao and threaten Sucker Punch. And we'll Terra Blast this. That's totally fine. I'm assuming they're going to try and burn my Chen Pao, which they connect, of course. Of course they connect. Most double protect here. What if we don't? Yep, that's fine. Put some damage on the Incineroar. Okay. Totally okay. Let's threaten the Sucker Punch the Wheezing. If they taunt or something, that's totally fine. It's unfortunate we lost our Sash. Wow, yeah, that did actually no damage. Temper Flare, whatever. EQ removes Wheezing, which is important. And we get our bird. Okay, so... And I guess we have to hope that this does enough. Yeah. Oh my god. 1. Alright. Okay, cool. Immune, Incin dies. They take some damage. They get to put in Fluttermane. That's fine. We have to kill the Fluttermane because it's stupid. And they called us out. Alright, we lose. Damn, okay. Okay, so Wheezing's kind of a problem. Wheezing is kind of a problem. Okay. They have a Landorus Therian, which is not the most common. Band Therian, Cloak Torn with Sunny Day and Taunt. No Protect on Cloak Torn. Glamora, Specs Chi-Yu, Proto, probably Speed, Flutter. That's okay. So, I like leading Tinglu Qianpao because it means the Flutter Chi-Yu lead is less impactful, and it also threatens a Torn lead. Then Glamora is kind of a problem. So we don't have a Mungus or anything to soak up. It's bring Zapdos and Sinistcha. We'll just figure it out on the fly, I guess. Okay, so they are leading Chi-Yu Flutter. So, what we can do is Terra EQ as Proto Speed, Sucker Punch. If they protect, they protect. The Earthquake is going to kill the Chi-Yu. Unless it's crazy bulky, but it's a Specs Chi-Yu, so it's probably not. Cool. Yep, we soak. Okay. So we remove Flutter Chi-Yu. We have Torn and Glamora. Okay. I'm gonna switch in Sinistcha and just protect here. I think. Beautiful. Okay. That's so fine. Gonna just Trick Room and put in Tinglu. Oh my god, they pranked me so good. Alright, fine. Let's see how fast we are. We are 228. They are 151 plus. Bleak would miss. Oh, that's so tragic. Okay. They've never missed a Bleakwind in their life. Tough. I'm just going to set it up again. I think we just have to hope. Yeah, okay. We just had to hope that they couldn't kill the Qian Pao, but that was a quite the hope. Okay, so we can handle the Flutter Chi-Yu, but Glamora is a problem. Bleakwind Storm being super into Zapdos is not great. So maybe we just lead Gouging Fire. Lead Gouging Fire Tinglu. So we can Heat Crash. Yeah, the Glamora is so tough. Okay. Well, let's try this and see what happens. Yeah, same lead. That makes sense. Think that they are faster. Yeah, because they're going to be 306. If they're max, they'll be 306. Okay. Here's our plan. We're going to Heat Crash the Flutter, which if they have no investment will kill. If they have any amount of investment, then it won't. However, oh my god. Okay. So, now we just have to deal with Glamora. Let's we should have probably doubled the Torn now that I'm using my brain about it, but it didn't matter, so. Okay. Dragonite Qian Pao. Can E-Speed the Torn. If they want to double the Qian Pao, they have to... Oh, that's so good. Okay. Luckily, Now we can kind of just stick them in this spot where they lose to our priority spam, I believe. Let's hope. And toxic spikes are irrelevant, so we can just keep hitting this Glamora all we want. Spike shield, yeah, that's fine. Get a little sucker punch. Hey-ya. Oh, they sunny dayed. That's also fine. Yep, E-speed, sucker punch. Goodbye. Oh my god, we didn't even kill. Okay, at least that killed. Okay. Okay. Because the Chien-Pao won't attack, like the Sucker Punch will fail, we won't take Spiky Shield, so. Gouging Fire Tinglu is a good lead. What if they change their lead? What punishes Gouging Fire Tinglu? Glamora Tornadus, if they just switch the leads? What if we lead Chien-Pao Gouging Fire? No. We'll lead Chien-Pao Tinglu and bring Gouging Fire and Dragonite again. Landorus, Therian, Tornadus. Okay. So, I think it's fair to say that we won the lead. Their choice banned, so we are faster. Neither of them have Protect. I think we should get rid of their speed control first. And just Protect. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. They Tailwind, they Sash us. They put in Chi-Yu. We remove... Oh my god, they're Torn lived. That's so bad. That's fine. Okay. Totally fine. Oh, actually, I don't want a Terra. Sucker Punch, Earthquake. Yep, Sunny Day. Heat Wave. That's okay. We will remove the Chi-Yu. Oh my god. Apparently I'm just bad at guessing which things are going to happen. It's Terra Ghost. They're both Terra Ghost. Well. Alright, we got it wrong. We got it wrong. At least they missed the Dragonite with the Heat Wave. Tailwind is one turn. If they want Tailwind, they can't switch. Okay. Oh, and Heat Wave killed. Oh. Maybe if we didn't Terra? Yeah, it's over. We lost. That's so rough. Yeah. That's so rough. Yeah, did actually nothing because we're burnt. Okay. Terra Blast. Well, does not matter. We can't win from there. Okay. Well, we got a call wrong. Lost for it. It is what it is. I guess we also probably shouldn't have Terra'd. We're dropping down into the melodic Tinkaton bracket, apparently. This looks terrible. How do I beat this? They have Rock Slide. Rock Slide, Inner Focus, loaded dice. What am I looking at? I'm so cooked. Okay, well. Paranormal? Yeah. Sure. Sure, why not? Okay. I feel like a Fairy Steel type does not want to see a Heat Crash coming. Poison normal with Swagger, Foul Play, Taunt, Switcheroo. What am I looking at? Yeah, okay. Huh. Does this have Sash or no, it's AV. Sure. I don't know what's happening. I feel like I'm about to get pranked so hard. Oh, and they have Fake Out. Oh, okay. Sure. How do we ever beat a Terra Water anything? Oh, and they went into the Chen Pao. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. They didn't know you can't Prankster move a Dark type. Flamethrower, Terra Blast, Quiver Dance, Protect. They have this bird. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay. Well. Melodic is not very fast. I hit myself. That's toxic. Oh my god, I did it again. Swagger is paying dividends. Swagger actually just killed one of my mons. That's crazy. If I lose this Melodic, I will be pretty tragic. Pretty tragically upset. Maybe destroyed even, mentally. As much as I love Melodic. Recover. Really? Okay. Maybe EQ does more? Probably not though, right? Maybe. Maybe it does. But they like can't attack if they recover. I don't know. I don't know how they like win. You have 6 recovers. Sure. Single target. I still don't think it does more. Yep. Okay. Nice, and they burnt me. Okay, so we do even less now. Incredible. They have 3 recovers. That's probably enough to win. Yep, that's really stupid. Okay. Pretty unlucky that they burnt. Okay, well that was something that happened. I feel like my team does not have a good way to answer water types, to be honest. Yeah. Interesting. We're learning a lot. Let's get a gouging fire. There we go. Let's try this. So I guess matcha gacha is the way that I can answer. So let's actually lead these two and these two. Ooh, that's some good neck crack ASMR. Okay. They led the same thing. Okay, cool. I feel like close combat should do roughly 1 million. Yep. Yep. It did in fact do roughly 1 million. Cool. A chunger. Well, have I got just the answer for you? Okay, we crit them. That probably doesn't kill otherwise. To be fair. Okay. Get a little matcha gacha going. The thing about Play Rough is it can miss. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Drop their attack again. Knock off connected. I want to see how much this does. Kills. Cool. Alright. We found our answer to the water types. Sinistra busted, turns out. Alright. Same team. Right? Nah. Bring this team. We're gonna bring the Chanpao because I feel like they might make an adjustment and I'd rather have it. It's awkward because Amoonguss is just like, unless it's Terra Water, which it is. Okay, but it just like is not really doing all that much outside of using it for Terra. Yep, Dragonite Amoonguss. Fair enough. Let's... Cool. Super missed. Alright. Breaking Swipe. Put in Sinistra. Yep. Yeah, I guess they had to. Okay. Sure. That's fine. Now we can Breaking Swipe Matcha Gotcha. We're just gonna like... Okay, we crit their Dragonite. That's funny. I don't think it mattered, really, but... And we get to super their Amoonguss. Now I have these two. Okay. Well. I'm gonna click the same moves, I think. And I think we should be able to Breaking Swipe plus Matcha through these two pretty easily. Yeah, Foul Play does nothing. Scald. It's gonna do an amount, but not enough to really matter. We can also just like Rage Powder. Neither of them are in goggles, so... Scald's just gonna do a laughable amount. Yep, that's fine. Maybe I kill myself. Nice. That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay, well, if we lose to Confusion, that that will be very funny. Oh my god. Okay, well, here's these two. Yeah, that didn't work last time. It still does not work. That didn't even kill. That's crazy. Maybe we'll get some flinches, huh? No flinch. Don't burn. Okay. Okay. There we go. Alright. That was quite the match. I hate picking on a melodic, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, so I think we're gonna call it there for today's stream. There's definitely some changes I want to make to this team. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below on the YouTube video, where I will be posting this momentarily as well. If there's any teams that you'd like to see me try, or that you think would be a good fit, again, leave them down below. But thanks for hanging out, playing some Pokemon with me, and I will see you all next week.